How's it going, guys? My name is Starfire, and today I'm bringing you an updated custom controller binds video. I did one in September, but I've changed a lot of things since then, and Fortnite has also added new settings, so I'm going to go over those with you guys in a second. But basically, this video is going to sum up how you can 100% compete with PC, the best ways possible we have right now with the controller. Alright, to start off with you guys, I'm going to go into my normal settings here. Last video, I didn't really touch too much on my sensitivity. But again, that is still preference. But I'll show you guys anyways. I do my X and Y 0.7, decently low, just so I can hit my shots. You can go even lower if you want, but I personally keep it like still a little high just so I can edit quicker. Because unfortunately there's not an edit sensitivity right now, which you would think it'd be the build sensitivity, but that's fine. So we also have the target and scope sensitivity. I do this as 0.5 because I miss a lot of AR shots, and this helps me hit those. And here we have the building sensitivity. I set mine at 2, and this honestly was not hard to get used to. You just go and playground and practice a little bit, and you're good. Or even practice in regular games. Like, it's not a big deal having 2 sensitivities. A lot of people, like, just have it really low. Like, I've seen, like, someone put 1.1. Like, what's the point of that, you know? You're not building much quicker, and if you're going to complain about having to get used to 2 sensitivities, it's still going to be different than your aim, because switching your aim sensitivity even a little bit will throw you off. So I think you should just put it at 2, at least 1.5 in my opinion, but 2 is, if you get used to it, that's the way to go for sure. None of those settings. So I have sprint by default on. Again, in this video, we're going to be changing our left stick up, so you're not going to be able to push in the sprint, so you for sure want to have this setting on. Some people still don't know about tap to search interact, so you definitely want to have this on, guys. This means you don't have to hold to bandage or medkit. You don't have to hold to revive people. You just touch it and you're good. Touch X, that is. Reset building choice. This is preference for Builder Pro because you can build instantly now. So I keep this on just because I like to have my wall out. I don't know why. I'm just used to having my wall out when I switch modes. Aim assist definitely on. Hashtag controller gang. Edit mode, aim assist off, because whenever you're editing, that throws you off. It's stupid. I don't know why it's in here. It doesn't help you at all. Turbo building definitely on. Auto material change on. Auto run, I keep it on, but again, I can't auto run because I'm using my left stick for something else, and you can't use this when you're jumping with your left stick, which I'll be showing you here in a second. Also, sprint by default is really good, so you don't have to push in that left stick. Auto open doors, I keep this off because if I'm hiding by a door, you know, I got low health or something like that, I don't want to accidentally open the door. Auto pick up weapons, this is the one setting on here that it's up to you, I think, because honestly, like, I've seen some people use it, like Nick Merckx. When you land on a weapon, this helps you. You can pick it up automatically. You don't have to spam X and have a fight over who can spam X quicker. Auto sort consumables to the right. I do this because of how I have my inventory set up. I have my healing all the way to the right, and then I'll show you guys later how I have the rest of my inventory set up and why I have it set up and why I think it is by far the best. Builder Pro build immediately. Definitely want to have this on. This actually was surprisingly hard to get used to, so disclaimer there, but I think it's definitely worth it because when you're getting shot at, you can immediately pull out your builds and you know it'll place like right when you push the button. You don't have to select it and then press it, which is always good. Any advantage you have to building quicker is a plus. But one thing I noticed is when you're falling and putting a floor, sometimes you put it sooner than you want to because you're just not used to it. Like, for instance, when I'm dropping down on a window and I want to platform onto the window, I tend to do it above, even still to this day. So I'm still kind of getting used to it. But the pros outweigh the cons here with this one, definitely. Controller edit time, you don't need that because with the way we have our binds set up, we're going to be able to edit instantly. And let's get over to the controller binds. So starting from scratch, X to reset, Builder Pro always. We're not playing old school, we're not a bot. At Kakarot. Alright, go down to left stick, make this jump. I did address this in my last video, where I had left stick to edit and A to jump still. And I realized that I jump way more than I edit, so to have something you use more in your left stick makes sense because your thumb is always on it. So, just kind of saving time there. A to edit. B, just switch mode, not switch mode / edit. Don't want to accidentally edit there. Alright, so those are the binds for the combat controls. I have left stick to jump because in a jump fight, when you're trying to have a shotgun battle with someone, it's a lot easier to aim when you can just jump and aim at the same time with the right stick, rather than having to go from A to aim. And again, I did address this in my last video. I was just so excited about editing instantly that I wanted to be able to do it as quick as possible. But now that I look at it, I definitely don't edit as much as I jump. That is a for sure thing. Build controls, these are all the same, not changing any of these. Fortnite has recently done where when you pick your trap with X, you can rotate through your traps and turrets and all that with pushing the right stick, which I think that is a huge advantage from before having to go on the left D-pad, because you can't move while you're doing that, you know? And it's hard to do it in a fight. Now you can easily switch to a trap when you have someone trapped in a 1-by-1. Edit controls. Now, this is the nitty-gritty right here. These are by far the most important part of this video and these binds, because Fortnite didn't even have these when I made my last video. So we're going to make right stick crouch, because crouch is always right stick. You don't want to change that, and you do want to be able to crouch while editing, because if you're in scrims, you play some scrims, you want to be able to like be tactical about stuff. And it would be difficult to have to switch from your builds every time when you want to crouch. Right bumper, this is how I'm going to reset, and then left trigger to confirm. Now, I'm going to explain why I have these, and I'll show you guys as well. But basically, the idea here is we're trying to mimic keyboard players. We're trying to minimize multitasking with one finger. So when you can do one thing with multiple fingers, such as resetting your edits, you're going to be a lot quicker at it versus having to like jump from button to button with one finger like your thumb. So basically, here I'll show you. Normally when you reset your edit, you go A to edit if you have A to edit already, and then all the way over to your right stick, and then all the way back over to B to confirm. But with the way I have it set up here, you A to edit, right bumper to reset, and left trigger to confirm. So this is a lot quicker than this. Like having to jump and let alone pushing in that right stick and then all the way back over to B. That right there is a lot quicker than, trust me. And you'll definitely notice it when you're in gameplay and getting those quick edits and shooting people through windows and hitting pump shots for 7. So those are all the settings. And I'm going to go into some actual gameplay and show you guys how these work out. Oh yeah, this is going to come up too. Just hit B and you're good. So here, I'm going to start with my inventory. The reason I have my AR in the middle is because usually when you have your AR when you're running, right? Some guy runs up on you. You want to be able to go over to your shotgun and shoot it right away because you want to have that quick reaction time. Again, we are on controller, so we have to use one button to do multiple things, like go into another inventory, you use the same button, or another part of your inventory. So, and I'm going to show you guys here. When you can switch from your AR to your shotgun without having to take your finger off the shoot button, you're going to be able to shoot your shotgun faster. That's just a fact. Because going from this to this is a lot harder. And a lot of controller players mess up. They put their AR first, they put their shotgun second, and their switch over in the middle slot where I have my AR. And I think that is just not the way to do it. Because if you want to switch over and shoot, you want to be as quick as possible about it. And on a controller, we don't have binds for our inventory. So we have to bumper, right? So the reason I have it to the left of my AR is because I can bumper without having to take my right finger off the shoot button. It's like a bumper shoot rather than... And again, it goes back to like that editing thing I said where you're going like this. It's a lot quicker to do this than this. Same thing here. It's a lot quicker to do this than this. Because you already have your finger on that shoot button. Same thing when you have your shotgun out. You shotgun someone and then boom, you can spray them with your SMG right away. And without having to like take your finger off the shoot button. Because if you think about it, you're missing out on 1 or 2 bullets in that amount of time that you could possibly hit them with. So that's why I have that. And now I'm going to show you guys my sick editing skills. I am the symphony of console now. I'm not the quickest editor, but I edit way quicker than before with this. I'm not Tfue, but there you go. This is definitely the way to go. Way quicker than normal editing settings. The pyramids, but oh, you sweaties. Alright, so that's how you do it, guys. That is why the editing is better with how it's set up. And as you saw, I was able to use my fingers to do multiple fingers to do one thing, and that's a lot better than trying to use one finger to do all this bullcrap. Yeah, I am by far way quicker at editing with these settings than I was before. So you got a guy, and you're one by one. Yeah, there you have it, guys. You saw the controller view of why those are better. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I believe that is everything. Let me know down in the comment section below what settings you have, if you think they're better than mine, and why. You gotta always justify why. And also let me know if you're gonna be trying these settings out. It might be a lot to get used to at first, but there's playground in the game, so getting used to something I think is way easier than ever before. So yeah, just go to playground, practice these settings, and I promise you, you're gonna thank me, and you'll thank yourself that you went and took my advice and did these settings. I think these are by far the best controller settings in order to be able to compete with PC players. You know, obviously aside from the crazy spinning with without your builds out. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And have a great day.